Hi, everyone. Welcome again to Ivy English. I'm Bruce.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Wesley.
And yesterday was my birthday. Now, today we're going to talk about...
This is why we're talking about ice cream today.
Yeah, we had cake and ice cream yesterday. And somehow the ice cream was too much, if that's possible. And we are going to talk all about soft serve ice cream.
好，那我们这个今天的中文标题呢是缤纷夏日的美味双淇淋啊。那个 soft serve ice cream 就是双淇淋就是一种 soft serve ice cream.
Okay, I'll read through the article as we always do first, and then we go back sentence by sentence to make sure you understand the whole article. Finding somebody who doesn't like ice cream is a tall order. The combination of sugar, milk, and icy cold deliciousness is almost impossible to resist. When it comes to ice cream and all its varied forms, soft-serve ice cream is perhaps the most easily accessible and widely consumed version of the snack. But how did it come to be such a popular option in the world of frozen treats? The story goes that on Memorial Day weekend in 1934 in Hartsdale, New York, ice cream vendor Tom Carvel's vehicle suffered a flat tire. His stock of ice cream started to melt, so he pulled into a parking lot and began selling his wares to passing vacationers. That day, Carvel's sales were much higher than usual, and he concluded that softened ice cream had better potential than the hard ice cream he had previously been selling. However, despite this story, the franchise Dairy Queen also claims to have invented soft-serve ice cream just a few years later, leaving the true origins of the treat up for debate. Soft-serve ice cream is different from regular ice cream in a variety of ways. First, it is lower in milk fat, 3 to 6%, compared to regular ice cream, 10 to 18%. Soft serve also contains air, which is introduced at the time of freezing. The amount of air alters the taste and appearance of the finished product. Soft serve with higher air content tastes creamier and appears whiter. A product with low air content has a heavy, icy taste and looks yellow. But those in the know will be quick to tell you that the ideal air content should be between 33 and 45% of total product volume.
It's interesting how much that having oxygen or air in a food makes it taste better. This is true about wine. This is true about cheese. This is why shredded cheese tastes better than a block of cheese. It's why we slice cheese thin. It's why we slice meats thin. A thin slice gets more oxygen in the flavor.
好，所以这食物或者是我们反正饮料之间其实也是一样，它所含的氧的量呢会改变它的口味。好像这个酒是这样子，茶也是这样子。那我们今天看到连冰淇淋因为它的含氧量的不同，或者它的这个空气含量的不同，它也会有口味的变化。
Here's an idea for you to chew on.
Okay.
Tossed salad.
Do you think that tossing it makes the salad taste better? Interesting.
像这个沙拉，他们有的会抛在空中，那种拌法就很夸张的拌哈。那这种拌法好像让这个沙拉好像也比较好吃的感觉。也可能是因为空气进去了。
Okay, so our article starts by saying, finding somebody who doesn't like ice cream is a tall order. A tall order is a very difficult order. And what's an order? You're asking somebody to do something. And if you're asking somebody to do something difficult, it's almost, it's hard to get that done. So what's difficult is finding someone who's like, ice cream, it sucks. Like, who would say that? It's ice cream.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
好，所以呢，这地方讲到这个 finding somebody 你要找到一个人who doesn't like ice cream 不喜欢冰淇淋你要找到一个不喜欢冰淇淋的人，这样的一件事情呢 is a tall order a tall order 就是很难的事情so something difficult to do 那英文常会讲哇 that's a pretty tall order 或者 that's a very tall order 好，那这个所以那这个 order 其实就是别人要你做的事情，那就是一个 order 所以 a tall order 就是很难完成的事情。
The combination of sugar, milk, and icy cold deliciousness is almost impossible to resist, especially in summer when it's so hot that you want to feel cool, so something icy cold makes it seem especially attractive or delicious. Sugar and milk is already a little bit sweet, and if you make it even sweeter, and cold, boy, it's almost impossible to say no.
好，所以 the combination of 就是什么东西的混合，什么东西的搭配什么呢 ？sugar 糖 ，milk 牛奶，还有 icy cold， 还有这个非常 icy 在这里就是 very cold 的意思，所以 icy cold 就很冷很冷的。然后呢 ，deliciousness 就是这个美味的东西。好，那这些东西的搭配 is almost impossible to resist， 几乎是不可能抵挡或者抵抗的。
Now, when it comes to ice cream and all its varied forms, all the various different ways that you can get ice cream, or serve ice cream or make ice cream, of all of these forms, soft serve ice cream is perhaps the most easily accessible and widely consumed version of the snack. So it's the most easily accessible version of ice cream. It's like you can walk into every 7-Eleven and get ice cream. Actually, every convenience store in Taiwan has it now. A couple of years ago, like in the winter, which kind of weirded me out, in the winter, suddenly everybody was standing around eating ice cream outside of convenience stores. It just was a thing for some reason. And so now basically you can go to any convenience store and get a soft serve ice cream in just about usually vanilla. Yeah, and sometimes chocolate. A special flavor.
Yeah. 而且听说这个吃香草口味的比较聪明一点因为比较不会有杂质那巧克力的它常常会有杂质，你看不出来Well, that's what I've heard.
Oh, interesting. Anyway, yeah. So apparently vanilla is cleaner.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that it's not just easily accessible, it's also widely consumed. It is the most widely consumed version of the snack. So we eat more soft-serve ice cream than any other kind of ice cream, says our author.
我们刚刚一直讲到这个 soft serve 这个字这个事实上 soft serve 它可以是个名词，也可以是个形容词。它指的是怎么样？是 soft creamy frozen desserts 是那个软软的叫 creamy， 然后冰凉的 desserts， 例如 ice cream 或者是 frozen yogurt那尤其是它常常是 dispensed from a machine， 它通常是一个机器里面这个装出来的东西就好像我们双麒麟一样，有双麒麟机嘛，这个东西就叫 soft serve。
And now there's like tofu, like doujiang ice cream being made. There's a lot of stores in Taipei that have doujiang ice cream, and it's good actually.
好，所以现在也有豆浆的这种双麒麟或者冰淇淋那所以我们看到这个句子，他说 when it comes to 当我们谈到 ice cream 还有 all its varied forms， 还有各式各样的冰淇淋的时候varied 就是有各式各样的having many forms or types， 所以我们有冰淇淋，还有各式各样跟冰淇淋的不同的这个种类的冰淇淋等等的那我们谈到这个时候呢，那我们就会想到这个 soft serve ice cream is perhaps 也许像双麒麟是 the most easily accessible 是最容易取得的accessible 就是可以取得，那常常用 easily 来修饰它，那所以它是可能是最容易取得的，而且是最 widely consumed 被广泛的被食用的consume 在这里就是食用的意思，所以双麒麟可能是最容易取得最广泛被食用的 version of the snack。 The snack 指的就是 ice cream version 是版本，所以双麒麟可能就是最容易取得最广泛被食用的冰淇淋的版本。
But how did it come to be such a popular option in the world of frozen treats? It, of course, refers to soft-serve ice cream. A world of frozen treats. We just talked about tofu or dojang, yogurt, and they can all be frozen treats as well. But how is it that soft-serve ice cream is such a popular option? Option is choice, of course. When people are going to have ice cream or something like it, they often prefer to have soft-serve ice cream than hard ice cream or dojang ice cream and other kinds of ice cream.
好，所以我们看到他说 But how did it come to be? 好，那 it 当然就是指这个 ice cream。ice cream 是如何的 come to be 变成了 such a popular option， 这么受大家欢迎的一个 option。 option 就是 something that can be chosen， 是一个选项。所以冰淇淋为什么会变成这么受欢迎的一个选项？而且是在哪里受欢迎呢？就是 in the world of frozen treats， 在这个 frozen 冰冻的 treats， 就是treats 就是 something that is out of the ordinary and gives great pleasure 的意思。所以它是给你很大的快乐的，很不寻常，给你让你能够很快乐的东西。所以呢，这个 ice cream 它是一种 frozen treat。那在这个冰冻的这个好吃的东西，就只是 ice cream 里面，那双淇淋是怎么样会变得这么受欢迎呢？
So, well, the story goes that on Memorial Day weekend, and this is a traditional, it's a 3-day weekend where Americans basically go picnic and have barbecues. It's like a summer party weekend. And this is in 1934 in Hartsdale, New York, so it's in upstate New York. This dude who is an ice cream vendor. A vendor is someone who sells ice cream. So ice cream vendor Tom Carville's vehicle, his car or truck, suffered a flat tire. He got a flat tire.
OK， 好，那 suffered a flat tire 就是轮胎没气了哈。你也可以简单用一个动词 got， 也可以 got a flat tire 哈，也可以。好，那我们回来看这个句，他说呢，这个 the story goes that 就是故事是这样的啊，这中文讲故事是这样的，英文就是 the story goes that。好，那在这个国殇纪念日这一天呢，1934年的国殇纪念日，在纽约州的这个Hartsdale 这个地方呢，那有一个卖冰淇淋的小贩 vendor 是小贩，尤其是指街头的小贩啊。那他的这个车子，他的冰淇淋车呢，轮胎没气了。
His stock of ice cream started to melt, so he pulled into a parking lot and began selling his wares to passing vacationers. So Memorial Day kicks off the summer season. It's at the end of May, the last weekend in May, and that starts the summer. And it's a holiday, originally to honor the dead from wars. Okay, so it's a very warm, maybe even a hot weekend. His stock, his supply of ice cream, the ice cream that he is trying to sell, starts to melt because it's summer, and he can't go back to the store or wherever he started his trip in his vehicle. And he goes into a parking lot and decides, well, I better sell this stuff, my softening ice cream. It's melting. There are still a lot of vacationers here because it's a holiday weekend.
好 his stock of ice cream. 好 stock 就是货或者是存货，就他那天进的那一批这个冰淇淋呢 started to melt 开始融化了啊，因为它轮胎没气，就没办法连接叫卖了啊。那这个天气又热，它的冰淇淋开始融化了，所以呢，它就 pulled into a parking lot。好，这个 pulled into 不一定是拉的意思 ，pull in 哈，通常就是 move to the side of 或者是 off the road 啊，所以 pulled in 这个所以它这个地方就简单的讲，它就从街头出来啊，离开街头啊，把他这个冰淇淋车推到了一个停车场 a parking lot， 然后呢 began selling his wares， 开始在那边贩卖他的货物哈 wares 通常是复数哈，就是 articles offered for sale， 那这个地方指的就是他的冰淇淋啊，所以他开始卖他的冰淇淋给谁呢？卖给 to passing， 就是路过的 vacationers 来度假的人。
I want to mention, too, that at that time they weren't plastic like we have now. It existed, but it wasn't used to make containers for ice cream. Ice cream was kept in cardboard containers at that time, so if it was melting, it was a mess.
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, 这个 Angela 说那个时候呢还没有像现在这个冰淇淋的这种容器，那个时候冰淇淋是装在这个硬纸盒里面的啊，所以如果开始融化的话，那个是蛮惨的，因为到最后那个纸盒也会湿掉，会化掉。Yeah.
I mean, you would have ice cream dripping all over the floor of your car. Your product would be completely gone.
Yeah,
it's not just melted and reformable.
啊，所以我们可以想象啊，那个冰淇淋装在那个硬纸板那个 cardboard 里面，那如果一融的话，那可能那个会滴出来啊，你整个车子都弄脏啦，而且都没办法卖。
Exactly. So, he really need to sell it fast. And so that day, though, Carvel's sales were much higher than usual. I mean, it could be attributed to the fact that he was in a different area or the silliness of the moment, but his conclusion for why he sold more ice cream than he normally would, was that the softened ice cream that's a little bit melted, had better potential, would sell better than the hard ice cream he had previously been selling. And everyone knows that when your ice cream melts a bit is when it's the most delicious.
好，所以冰淇淋呢有一点点化掉的时候是最好吃的哈，所以呢 that day 好，就那一天他轮胎破掉的那一天呢，他的 sales 他的销售额 were much higher than usual， 比平常高很多。And he concluded that 他得到了一个结论 softened ice cream 就是软化的这个冰淇淋呢 had better potential， 它有比较好的潜力，也就是它是比较强的商品。跟什么比起来比较有潜力呢？比那个 the hard ice cream 那种硬的 ice cream he had previously been selling 他早先卖的那种硬的冰淇淋，他现在发现到说，这个软化的冰淇淋有更好的潜力，更容易卖。
However, despite this story, the story of Tom Carvel, the franchise, the business, Dairy Queen, that's a famous snack. Not really a restaurant. You just drop. Well, it can be.
It's a dessert restaurant.
Yeah. You go in especially for ice cream, but also for other kinds of treats as well. They say, or they claim to have invented soft serve ice cream. Dairy Queen. That makes sense. Just a few years later, that is maybe in the late 1930s, after Tom Carvel's story that was supposed to take place in 1934, well, now we have two stories, so the true origins of the treat are up for debate. That means there's a dispute. There is an argument here between two sides. We don't know which one came first, which one was true, and the other one not so true.
好，所以呢，我们看到说，但是呢 ，despite this story， 尽管有这一个故事啊，尽管有这个故事。我们仍然看到什么 ？The franchise 就是一个加盟企业哈，那或者是一个连锁店哈，那叫做 Dairy Queen 那个甜食的一个连锁哈，它也 claims 宣称 to have invented 啊，他们宣称他们发明了啊，那为什么要 have invented？ 因为这是他们宣称之前所发生的事情，所以是完成型的，所以是完成型的。这个不定词，所以是 claims to have invented。他们也宣称他们发明了这个soft serve ice cream 双淇淋啊 ，just a few years later 啊，这是比我们刚刚讲的故事稍微晚几年啊，是他们发明的啊。然后呢 ，leaving the true origins of the treat， 让这个 the true origins of the treat， 让这个美食的真正的起源啊，让它成为怎么样 up for debate， 就是仍然是有争议的。这个地方 leave 的受词就是 the true origins of the treat， 然后呢受词补语就 up for debate。好，所以句型是这样。那 up for debate， 这个 up for 常常就是某个事情是在某一个状态之下或者某一个 process 之下啊。例如说 his proposal is up for consideration 啊，一样 is up for consideration， 这个地方是 up for debate， 所以就是仍然有争端的意思。
Soft serve ice cream is different from regular ice cream in a variety of ways. Soft serve ice cream really isn't just like softer regular ice cream. It's actually a very different product.
这种所谓双淇淋啊，这个 soft serve ice cream， 它是 different from， 它跟 regular 跟一般的这个冰淇淋不同，好 ，in a variety of ways， 好，有各种各样的不同，在不同的方面有所不同。
First, it is lower in milk fat, 3 to 6%, compared to regular ice cream, 10 to 18%. This is the first of a variety of ways that soft-serve ice cream is different from regular hard ice cream. There's less milk fat, just a few percent, in soft serve, but in regular or hard ice cream, it's as much as 10 to 18%, which is why I love it.
好，所以呢，这地方讲到说哪里不同呢？因为我们刚刚讲嘛 ，in a variety of ways， 在不同的方面，在不同的这个层次上面，或者在不同的这个角度方面，它们是有所不同的。好，那所以首先呢 ，it is lower， 就是双气麟呢，它比较低，在哪方面比较低呢 ？It is lower in， 注意呢，这些是 in。好，他们在 milk fat， 在乳汁方面它是比较低的。那 compared to 就是和什么什么相比，前面你可以说它省略了 when it is compared to 的意思啊。所以当它跟什么比的时候，乳汁比较低呢？当它跟 regular ice cream 一般的冰淇淋比的时候是比较低的，所以一般冰淇淋是 10% 到 18%， 那双淇淋是 3% 到 6%。
Now, soft serve also contains air, which is put into the product at the time of freezing. And I want to mention, the article doesn't say, but soft serve ice cream, it's brought to the restaurant in a liquid, and it's frozen in the machine that it's dispensed from. So it's made, in a way, fresh. Whereas regular ice cream is frozen at the factory and put in boxes or containers and sent out. So there's another major difference. You can't have soft serve ice cream without the machine.
所以这个很重要，就是双淇淋呢，它到店里面的时候它是液体，它要经过那个双淇淋机才会变成双淇淋。那冰淇淋通常是在工厂里面就变成了固体了，所以这里也两个在这里也很不同。那在这里讲到说这个双淇淋呢，它也 contains， 它也包含了空气。那这 which 就是指空气 is introduced 被加入这个产品 at the time of freezing 当它在解冻的时候，那空气会加到这个双淇淋里面。
The amount of air alters the taste and appearance of the finished product. How much air is put into or introduced into the ice cream product will change or alter the taste and appearance, what it looks like. So soft and hard ice cream look different.
好，所以 the amount of air 就是空气的量。alters 就是改变alter 通常是小小的改变所以它会稍微改变 the taste and appearance of 就是这个东西它的口味 taste 还有它的外表 appearance 什么的口味跟外表呢？它会改变的是 the finished product 就最后完成的成品，它会改变这个成品的口味跟它的外表。
Soft serve with higher air content tastes creamier and appears whiter.
那这个双淇淋呢 with higher 它如果有比较高的 air content 就是空气含量，它的空气含量如果高的话呢 tastes 它尝起来味道就会怎么样 creamier 就是比较这个比较厚实一点比较这个感觉比较有 cream 那种感觉 thick and smooth creamier 好，然后呢它会 appears whiter 它看起来也会比较白。
Well, that's what the soft serve looks like. A product with low air content has a heavy, icy taste and looks yellow. A low air content is less than what you get in soft serve. It has a heavy, icy taste because it's thicker and it looks yellow. That's why vanilla ice cream we usually think of as white, but it's actually a very, very pale yellow color.
好，那如果是它的这个 air content 它的空气含量比较低的话呢 a product with low air content has a heavy 它就比较怎么样 heavy 在这里可以翻成浓郁比较浓郁一点，然后比较 icy 比较有冰的那种 taste， 然后呢 looks yellow 看起来比较黄一点所以这个 creamier 就是感觉起来是比较那个 thick， 我们刚才 thick and smooth 那这个相对于空气含量稍微低一点的，它就会比较heavy 它会那个味道会浓郁一点所以差别。
But those in the know, the people who know about ice cream, will be quick to tell you. They won't wait. They'll immediately be like, oh, no. The ideal air content should be between 33% and 45% of total product volume.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
这个 those in the know 就是内行的人那些懂的人他很快就会告诉你 will be quick to tell you 那 The ideal air content 理想的空气含量应该是大概介于 33% 到 45% 之间，好，是在这个 total 总共的 product volume 就是产品的量啊，这个 volume 可以是个体积，所以总产品量的这个 33% 到 45% 啊的是空气的话，这是最棒的。
Okay, now you know all about ice cream, especially soft-serve ice cream. Now we have some questions for you.
Number one of which is, what does a tall order in the first paragraph most likely mean?
好，那我们看到这个地方他说这个 tall order 最接近我们底下的选项哪一个意思呢？
The answer is D, a task that's difficult to carry out.
答案是 D， 很难实行的任务。
Number 2, which of the following statements is true according to the passage?
根据本文下列叙述何者正确？
The answer is C. No one knows for sure who can be credited with inventing soft serve.
答案是 C， 没有人确实知道双麒麟是谁发明的。
And number 3, what is the second paragraph mainly about?
第二段的主旨是什么呢？
The answer is D, the origin of soft serve, or where soft serve began.
答案是 D， 双麒麟的起源。
Number 4. David is running a business serving soft serve, and most of his customers like their soft serve creamier. What should he do to cater to his customers?
好，所以大卫经营这个贩卖双麒麟的事业，他大部分的客人都喜欢更为滑顺的这个冰淇淋。那他应该要怎么做才能够迎合他的客人呢？
What should he do? He should do B. Put more air in the soft serve ice cream when it is made.
答案是 B， 在制作双麒麟的过程当中加入更多的空气。
That's it for today's lesson. Please join us whenever you can. We're here